Hello and welcome to the Outdoorsy Educator podcast, where learning gets a breath of fresh air. I'm your host Alistair, and each week I talk with people from all walks of life to explore how education, the outdoors, and real-world experiences shape who we are. From classrooms to campfires, trails to town halls, we dig into the lessons that move us, challenge us, stick with us, and can make the world a better place. And on this week's episode of the Outdoorsy Educator, I'm very, very thankful to welcome Luc and Shanti. Luc, Shanti, how are you today?
We're good.
Yeah,
Thank you. How are
yeah.
you?
Oh, doing very well. I've been looking forward to this conversation. It's actually the first podcast I've done interviewing two people at the
Oh,
same time. Obviously, your husband and wife sharing an adventure, so it seemed very appropriate. Why don't you tell our listeners a little bit about who you are?
well, yeah, of course. We are Luc and Shanti, and we have a van, and she's called Pebbles. It's an Innova road trip model Mercedes Sprinter, and she's specced out with a lot of um, off-road off-roading specs with a good
Mhm.
battery, great vehicle specs.
Yeah, like off-road and off-grid. So it's
Yeah.
more or less a self-sustaining van.
Right.
Yeah, so we can be out into nature for basically as long as we like. And for now, we decided to go on a sabbatical for a year, travel through the nature national parks of Europe, and then decide whether we want to live full time in van life as
Hmm.
digital nomads or go back to where we came from, which is the big city in Amsterdam.
Yeah. And
Yes.
Pebbles is not really waiting for that moment to be in the city because she's like a little green tank, as in she's green, moss green, and that's a nice color, but maybe for the city not really suitable, but for nature she's perfect. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
wonderful. Well, I must tell you, I've traveled around Europe quite a bit, and
Oh.
Amsterdam is my second favorite city in
Oh.
Europe
Really?
after Utrecht, right beside it. I
Ah,
Oh.
love Utrecht with a passion. I just adore it. We were
that's
there
Oh,
two
good.
yeah.
years ago.
Yes, everybody who's going to the Netherlands, we always say go to Utrecht.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
that's for us the better one. But yeah.
I'll forget the name, but my wife and I, we rented an Airbnb that was on the canal. It was in an old sort of
Mm.
storage shed
Oh,
that they've
Oh, yeah, yeah.
converted.
yeah, nice. Yeah,
And
those are cute.
we just felt at home. We just loved it.
Oh,
So Utrecht is top of the list of places to go back to for us.
Nice.
oh, very
Yes.
nice. Yeah.
Yes. Now, our listeners, the most important question I think we will get is why Pebbles? Where did the name Pebbles come from?
Oh, that's a good question. We kind of made a long list, like like we were having a baby.
Right?
Yeah. And then thinking about the character, because we wanted something that sounds cute but also sturdy and strong. Because because we picture our van really like a character. And yeah, Pebbles, you had an association a little bit with the Flintstones, right?
Yes, yeah. There's
Yeah.
there's there's one character also named Pebbles, but yeah, we were thinking about something that's also on the road, having a sort of adventure.
Hmm.
We are in an adventure ourselves in this sabbatical, looking for ways to, yeah, to see how we go for the next chapter in life. What's that next chapter after this sabbatical, after this van life? Because we are not planning at the moment, not planning to do this for the rest for our lives. But for now, it gives us the freedom in combination with the digital nomading to try it out. And so Pebbles on the Road was just something. Yeah, you come across a lot of obstacles, questions, hurdles, especially my lovely wife as a philosopher. A lot of pebbles on her road, on her minds.
Yeah, there's just a lot of time to reflect when on sabbatical and while traveling and being out into nature. And I think that's good for a human once in a while to just take a step back and look at the bigger picture. And Pebbles on the road is also a bit like a metaphor for,
That's
you know.
this is what I was thinking.
Ah, yeah,
Life,
yeah.
your journey. I've
Yeah,
also studied some philosophy, and I
Ah,
just picture life as a pebble going down the road.
yes,
exactly.
yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yes, yes. Yeah, and pebbles are not completely round, so it's just it's
They
there's
get
some
shaped through life.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah. So
I
that was
love
the idea.
it.
Yeah.
And you've talked about that you're on a sabbatical. What was life like before this for you, before you decided, and what made you decide this is something we want to do?
Mm. Before the sabbatical, I think we were both in 9 to 5, and it
Hmm.
was fine. I mean, yeah, we both liked our jobs, but it was pretty intense because it was also during COVID.
Mm.
Yeah, so life became really small, and um, this sabbatical idea came, I think, after I finished my studies, and
4 years ago. Yeah.
yeah, so I thought. Um, why not take a big breath of freedom before we end up completely in the weeds of a career
Yes.
and don't have the flexibility anymore to go? Because it never the there's never a convenient moment to
No.
go on a sabbatical or to,
Even the moment that we wanted to leave, there were personal problems that we had to resolve in our family. So it was just a lot of. There's always reasons to not do this idea, but it
yeah,
was the first thing that you said after your studies. I want to. She called me up when I was camping with a dear friend, and she called me up and she said, "Luc, I know what I want to do. I'm looking at Instagram at the moment, and I want to do." A sabbatical in a van. And I was on this camping ground, and I was looking around me, and I saw all those those typical white alcove campers,
RVs.
Yes.
RVs,
Yeah.
and I was looking around and was thinking, really, you want a year in an ugly van with the rest of the elderly people, because yeah, that's sort of the stereotypical thing that I
Yes.
have in mind of a camper life, just retiring and yeah. But no, the van life community in those 3 years was really something that I grew into, and it was something that I aspired to as well, to see how we could, yeah, maybe make it our own, make this our own idea. Yeah.
I love it. And did you have any fears? Was there anything that really scared you about taking this leap?
Good question. Um, Cool.
Quite a lot.
Quite a
Yeah, maybe
lot. Yeah.
maybe like, yeah, what if it doesn't work out? What if it costs us a lot of time and money to prepare all of this, and then yeah, we don't end up liking it, or maybe the space is too small to live
Yes.
all year. Yeah, with the two of us in, what is it, 6 square meters? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a small space, and I was going to ask you later, but I think I'll ask you now. How does living in such a small space change your relationship between two people? Because I imagine there's good and then there's challenges.
Yeah. Yeah, of course, certainly the most obvious things are just true. You have to really balance out your communication with when you are
Hmm.
in the same van, in the same area, in the same space. This van is amazing. I have a desk here in the front, as you can see on the camera, and Shanti,
Yes.
she can also sit in the sort of the living room. That's also our bed, dinette. You can convert that part. So that's you can really have those two separate spaces. You're not completely always in the same area if you want to. I can have a totally focused job, working day on
Hmm.
on this part of the house, and she on her part.
Excellent.
But I think the most difficult part is not this living inside part, because that's happening quite easily, but more the going. When are we going outside? When are we going to ride with Pebbles and set up everything so that we can leave? All those communication things and expectations. Those are the things that I think are the most challenging, especially for us, because we have to, sometimes the different different things that we want to achieve on a day. I want to work sometimes, and Shanti wants
Yes.
to do a hike. Um, he wants to enjoy the full sabbatical. I've also I'm also testing out this whole digital nomading thing. So yeah, that's I think the most difficult part of this of really um, figuring out together how you can do this whole van life experience together. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's
Yes.
actually no space to work around each other. So
Hmm.
everything needs to be communicated or in balance. And that actually works. I think it works quite well
Yeah.
indeed inside the van when we're parked up in a nice place. But once we run out of resources,
Yes. Yes, that's
so
the
the
reason.
water supply, power supply, food, we're off the grid. So in principle, everything needs to be monitored for if you can stay off the grid or whether you need some facilities or yeah.
Yes.
And if you break up camp and go to another spot, then a lot of decisions need to be made.
Yes.
Like, where do we go? Where do we sleep? Is it legal there? A lot of research
Yes.
from where can we go? Where are the good facilities and resources? Do you have a meeting planned? So everything is more intertwined than in a regular house. But the
Yes.
size of the house for us hasn't been a
No.
problem at all.
That's amazing, I
Yeah,
think. Yeah. Yeah.
That's
it actually
wonderful.
helps.
Yeah.
Yeah. It even helps, I think, to downsize to what matters most in life. Because I even now I have too many clothes with me. I,
Hmm.
I wear half of what I have with me, and what I have with me is maybe 10% of what I used to have.
I have five.
Right.
Living in the house.
Right.
So actually you don't need that much in life. That's really yeah,
Liberating, yeah.
yeah, liberating realization.
Yeah, that's what we found just in our home here.
Mm.
We used to have a bigger home, and
Hmm.
now I'm in my 40s and I've got one eye on what's the next step. And
Mm.
Yes.
everything is we've the less stuff, the less space, the less
Yeah.
stress comes with it.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
It's a really nice feeling to only have, I don't know, 10 shirts to choose from instead of 20.
Mm.
Yes.
It frees up your mind, I find.
Yeah.
Really does. It really does. It's something that I can recommend, especially to hoarders like me, to
Yeah.
that collect a lot of stuff and things from the past that I really can't let go quite easily. It's amazing to f feel the weight of your shoulders that you don't need all those things directly. I have my technical stuff that I have just in one
Mhm.
box, and that's everything that I need, and it's more than enough. Yeah.
Yes, that's something I struggle with too. I like to hold on to things,
Mm.
but
Hmm.
then they stay in a box for 5 years. And I think this is ridiculous,
Yeah.
but it's so
Yes. Yeah.
hard to throw it away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for me it worked to make a lot of pictures, and
Yes.
I can live with a full cloud digitally. Shanti, she has zero tolerance for that, but I
Right.
can live with that.
Yeah.
So no, that's yeah, it's something that I can really recommend.
I
Mm.
love
Mm.
it. Now, I was
Yeah.
thinking about that leap, that transition to van life. How did your friends and your family react? Did they think you were crazy, or did they think this was a wonderful idea, or some of both?
Hmm. Hmm. What
Some
do
of
you think?
both.
Yeah,
Some
some
of
of
both,
both.
yes.
I think a lot of friends and especially also yeah friends and family they really are they can look at you and they can nod very kindly and very politely, especially Dutch people that they can think a lot without saying a lot.
Hmm.
uh, but you can see that they have their questions, and some they ask the direct questions. How are you going to do that, and how are you going to is this the best idea, and is a year not too long? And but for the most part they were really encouraging to just try it out, just see.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think
Nice.
part of them was excited for the journey as we were, and also because they knew it was going to be like a tryout only for a
Hmm.
year. And I think silently everyone expected that after that year we would just go back to our regular lifestyle, which we actually already decided we are not going to.
Boom.
Right,
So
that's
the
exciting.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
Yeah,
exciting indeed.
that's news. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So the real shock still needs to,
Really land.
yeah, land with them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
No.
I was thinking about when I think about van life or any big change, you've got to
Mm.
factor in money. That's
Hmm.
Yeah.
obviously a factor for anybody. And I
Yes.
was
Yes.
thinking, I'm not sure how to ask this, but how do you view money, or how does your relationship, do you think, has it changed? Do you think there's something you may have learned that you will carry on into the future?
Mm.
It may tie
Yeah,
into like the
yeah,
clothes.
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know.
That's there. It has a sort of relationship we need with the clothes. Yeah, yeah. You don't
Yes.
need this lifestyle. Yeah, the investment for this vehicle is like a house, so you have to view
Hmm.
it like that. But the
That in itself was already a change in view because we
yeah,
thought in the beginning we thought we will never spend like 10,000 euros on a vehicle. I mean, yeah.
who
Yes.
does? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right.
We were used to the second hand or third hand or 15 hand vehicles
Yeah.
Oh,
all our life.
yes. Mine is
And
Yeah,
20 years old. I understand. Yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah.
Public
But
transport.
then
Yeah,
when you start seeing it like an investment in a house or, a home at least, it's the place where we live, then it becomes more logical to spend more on it.
yeah,
Um, and yeah, also about housing in the Netherlands, at least, it's super normal to have a mortgage like 500,000 is
Hmm.
on now the average price for a house in the Netherlands, 500,000 euros, and you have a 30-year mortgage. That means you put your life in a certain box for 30 years that everything has to stay that way. You have to keep working the job, keep making the hours, because yeah, your, how do you say, fixed costs
yeah.
per
Yes.
month, those
Yes.
are those are high. And I think for van life, it gives a lot of freedom that the fixed costs are pretty low. I
Hmm.
mean, there's a one-time investment in the van.
Yeah, that's high.
Hmm.
For that, you need to save up or take a loan. But once you paid off the van, or once you had enough savings to just buy it, then the fixed costs are super low.
Yeah, it can be super low. You
Yeah.
can also do the retirement plan of going to every camping that costs 30 to 50
Okay,
euros.
if you go to campsite,
Yes.
then it's expensive. But
But
if you go into nature,
yeah, and you have you can just be there off grid, then it's amazing. Yeah.
yeah.
Then money is not real the most thing, the biggest thing that you have to worry about, especially if you also digital nomading like I'm doing now. Yeah.
Hmm.
So if you like downsize your life, it also downsize your financial pressure, or yeah.
Yes, and I think what I'm really hearing is yes, there's the cost of the van, and I
Yeah.
get that, but almost everything else is a choice. You could choose to
Yeah.
go
Yes.
to the campsite or choose to
Yeah.
be out in nature.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. I
And so the
understand.
power stays with you and not with a bank.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's which
Yeah.
sounds very freeing. Like I love the thought of
Yeah.
that, being able to make
Yeah.
those decisions.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's something that you really have to switch also in your mind because it's not normal. As in
Right.
not a lot of people are doing this. You have to really f find out and look online for other examples that people are doing this. Yeah.
Absolutely. In your time on the road, has there been one time in particular where you've thought, we're going to quit, we're done? Or has there not been?
Good question
Good
also.
question. Very good question. I think not particularly, no. But there were just moments that we were thinking, ah. we need some more space or more routine
Hmm.
to get this working for us both. But yeah, with a lot of good communication, that's something that we really yeah, we're just talking through of how we are going to approach this those hurdles, those pebbles on the road. But
Yeah.
no, not a real moment from okay, now it's done. We are going
No, we
this
did have
Good.
this.
one occasion that the weather was
Oh yeah,
super bad for weeks in a row. We were in
Yes.
Albania and there were
yeah,
thunderstorms
winter,
and
yeah,
local floodings,
yeah,
and it was so extreme, not like what we were used to in the Netherlands. And apparently in Southern Europe, this winter has been the wettest and the stormiest
yes.
in about 15 years.
Yeah, those
So,
Goodness.
that stream is going much lower. Not England and the Netherlands are getting the usual bad weather, but now Spain and Greece and Italy and those
Portugal.
yeah,
Morocco as
Morocco
well.
also, yeah, those all the van lifers have this problem of this that this was not the year of the sun in
Right.
winter.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, also just I couldn't sleep because the whole
Yeah,
van was like shaking in the wind and all these
Right.
harsh sounds and oh, yeah. And also, yeah, some van lifers say, oh, just use earplugs and try to ignore it, but also because you're in a environment that you don't know, I
Yes.
felt like I don't want to shut like everything out, everything, all the noises. I want to hear if there's someone sneaking around my van or
yeah.
Yes.
yeah. So that was kind of uncomfortable those weeks. We're very sleep deprived.
Right.
So do you think, yeah, this is not the dreamy van life
No.
of Instagram that you think of when you're doing this for full time, yeah, yeah,
Yes, the
Yeah.
reality hits
in
you.
reality, yeah,
Yes, almost blows you over. Yes.
yeah, yes,
Yeah.
So I
yeah,
I do quite a lot of car camping. I've built
Mm.
out the
oh,
back
nice,
of my like an SUV, and I was
cool,
thinking about what supplies you must need, being on the road full time. What's
Mhm.
other than the obvious, batteries and food and water, what's the
yeah.
one item that you cannot live without that maybe surprised you, that you use it a lot more than you thought?
Oh, good question.
Yeah, there may not be
Since
an answer.
is this for you solo camping or is this with
Oh,
someone
for you two,
wife?
if you two are in your van
Ah,
just now, is there
yeah.
something you bought and you're like, I use this every day? I didn't think I would use this every day, but I do.
Yeah, those objects, those items, they really do exist. For example, for us, it's really cool to see that we are using our walkie-talkies a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Ah,
that's
right.
yeah,
Right.
just old school walkie-talkies, just from my childhood. They still
Yes.
work. But it's amazing to just do a hike or do some parking when it's full, and then you have to one is going outside, and then the other one is going to uh, keep in contact when there's a free spot, and then you can.
Parking spaces in Europe
Yes.
are way tinier than in the US.
Yes.
No SUV.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you
In
have to
Texas,
really
that's
watch out.
not an issue. No, no problem. But yes,
Yeah, let's go to Texas. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no,
that's right.
for us, it's, that's an item that we really use
Yeah. Or
quite a
when
lot.
we drive with other van lifers in
Yes,
a row, then
we
it's
give.
nice that you can keep in touch
Yeah,
easily with walkie-talkies.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's an item. Other items.
Yeah, the shovel,
The
maybe.
sh- the sh- the
Yes.
shovel used for everything that's needed outside. Yeah, when you don't want to do it inside. Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
That's
Understood. Yes. A good shovel. Yes.
good shovel. We have this
Oh, what's it called?
mosquito electrical
Electrical
yeah
thing.
tennis racket.
What do we call this in English?
Mosquito.
I have one and I don't know what it's called. I know what you mean though. We have one in our
So we
house.
can we can kill a lot of mosquitoes with this tennis racket.
Yes.
And yeah, that's a lot. That's also needed, especially when those insects are getting back from their winter sleep. Um,
Yes. Yes.
I
Keep
think
them
those
out the van.
those little things, yes, they can really make or break a day of not chasing. Or yeah, van life. Oh yeah, that's this is a good one. Van life.
Yes.
Every day in an instant the day is over, as in you have to fill up your water, fill up your tank, fill up your battery with electricity, and all those chores. They take much more time than in
Yes.
a house, because yeah, you don't need to think about your toilet, because it's just something that's you
Yes.
flush it and it's done. And the pumps
Yes.
of the government, they do the rest. And here you have to think about all those things yourself. No washing machine, as in there are van lifers that have a dishwasher and a washing machine inside their van. That's not Pebbles.
Right.
But those little convenience that you have at a normal home, those take a lot more time here. Finding a toilet outside, so everything that can speed up that process, like a normal house, those
Hmm.
are the things that you enjoy daily. Yeah, yeah,
That's so
Oh, you mean
interesting.
yeah.
you
Items. Yeah.
that you kind of reappreciate now
Yes.
when you have a shower.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. At gas stations. Showers at gas stations, they are underrated.
Yeah,
As in
they feel. Yeah, the best showers I've ever had is after 4 or 5 days of hiking, and then you get it's there's nothing like it, nothing
yes.
like
Yeah.
it. The
Yeah, so everything
best.
that can speed up the process, items that can speed up the process of a van day, that's easily filled with driving, or with other stuff. Those are the things that I really recommend of what do you want to um, speed up in your daily process. Yeah, daily
But
routine.
actually, I don't really have an
Yeah.
example of one item that I use much more than I expected.
Yeah, we thought about it quite
Yeah.
heavily before we left. So yeah.
Yeah, we
Mhm.
I think we even took too many items with
Yes.
us that we thought we would use, but we don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah.
Right. It's very interesting how our perspective changes,
Yes.
doesn't it? It's
Most van lifers, they always dream about the next build, as in if they build their own van, they always dream of the next van build that they're going
yes,
to improve those things that they learned on the road. And we as well, we know now that we don't need all the stuff that we took with us, and we
the
need to
things you
improve some
thought.
stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
That's so interesting. Well, as we come to the end of this, I have three final questions for you, and one or both of you can answer. But something I like to always ask my guests is, how has your definition of success changed in this experience? You know, the old Luc Shanti to the Luc Shanti now. How do you look at the word success? Is it still this? Does it same still have the same meaning for you?
Hmm, good question.
Because I think you talked about Shanti a little bit at the beginning of the line of education and job
Yeah.
and then house and 30
Yeah.
years. And there's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that. I don't ever want to, put that down, but that's some
Mm,
people's vision of success. I
mhm, mhm.
suspect yours might now look a little different.
Yeah, but I have to be honest, I'm not sure
Hmm.
yet for me
Okay.
personally where in what direction it will go. But I think um, success for me is knowing that you can be happy or content
Hmm.
and thankful in whatever the circumstances are, and that you actually have a lot more um, power than you might think to shape those circumstances.
I
I
think
would.
that's beautifully said. I think that's very important. I love
Yeah.
that.
Nothing to add.
And I know, how can you follow that? That was great.
Give the
Um,
philosopher 3 seconds, and she comes up with something better than I could end up in a year. Yeah.
in a year. I love it. Do either of you have a book that has been impactful on your life?
Hmm.
Yeah, for sure. The elimination of hurry, as in
The ruthless
Ru-
elimination of hurry, you
yeah,
mean? Yeah.
yeah. That's one I frequently grab my notes um, back, read them through again because it's such a interesting perspective and book about um, making free time in your week, in your daily routine week, to also appreciate slowing down on the right moments because life can be so quick, even in a van. I can work as much as I want here as that I did at
Hmm.
home. So you have to really watch out to yeah, to be mindful about your time and about your also digital presence because we now are sort of more online than we were used to, especially Shanti. She didn't even have an Instagram account, and now she's also commenting on people, and we are uploading stuff, and really sure make sure that we are that we do those d digital tasks for a channel like that we have like ours. So yeah, you have to be mindful about the times in between when you want to uh, also focus on the moment, on this present, and you are in nature. You so turn off stuff and do a hike instead of being on the computer all day.
Mm.
Yeah,
I think
Yeah.
beautiful.
And I, and I think the Ruthless Elimination of Hurry, the book, is
yeah,
from it's from John Mark Comer, pastor from America. I'm not sure where, but it's not only about hurry in the sense that hurry in the commute in the morning when
Hmm.
rushing to work, but it's also about presence and what earns your attention. So, for instance, when you're in the supermarket and you go stand in the line,
yeah,
or you can go to the self-scan nowadays. But let's say you go stand in a
hmm
queue, um, you you're usually choose the shortest queue because
Hmm.
you're always short on time or you're always in some sort of hurry going to the next thing in your schedule. And when you're in the queue, you don't want to waste your time, so you go on your phone. And so
Yes.
actually the book says, why don't you just grant yourself some time to do nothing, to just stand in the line
yes,
and look around you or sit with your thoughts and reflect a little bit, be present in the here and now, become less addicted to the dopamine shots,
Yes.
actually. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. I think that book has been super impactful because the author says that anything that grabs your attention is a potential enemy of living a rich spiritual life.
hmm
And you have to be very intentional about what you want to give your attention,
yeah,
instead of having it grabbed away from you. And yeah, I think that's super inspiring.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's a coincidence. I made a post just yesterday on Instagram
Ah,
oh
about the
really,
fact that like everybody else, like you just said, if I have 5 minutes standing in a
yes,
queue or waiting,
yeah,
yeah,
I'll just scroll on my phone for 5 minutes.
yeah,
yeah,
And
yeah,
I
yeah,
yeah,
struggle to read. I've got a pile of books I want to read, but I
yeah.
always
hmm
struggle to carve out an hour to read or
yeah,
half an hour because there's
Mm-mm.
always things to do. So I
Mm.
yeah,
posted about the fact I'm now carrying the book I'm reading everywhere I go, so I can
mm
read just in those 5 minutes rather
Oh,
yeah,
than
cool.
having to try and think, block it off in my calendar,
Yeah,
yeah,
um,
yeah,
yeah,
and do something
yeah,
productive and healthy in those 5 minutes instead of,
yeah,
yeah,
swiping through things.
mindless, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
exactly.
brain rot, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, so very interesting. You brought up something so similar.
Yeah, it's
Um,
something that we have to that it takes a lot of time. As in being mindful about our time is something that we think about a lot during this year. But we are
mhm.
also contributing with our own content, so we're really
Of
thinking
course.
about how can we
Yeah.
make content that's also encouraging people to be mindful and make those choices.
Yes, I struggle with that balance sometimes,
Mhm.
but
Yeah,
I think we're getting there. Just being
Yeah.
mindful, like you said.
yeah,
Mm.
Um, I have my final question for the two of you, and I was trying to think how to phrase this in a way that it works with van life. Um,
Mm.
If I would like to know who the two of you would like to go van lifing with for 1 week. Now, imagine the van is bigger, so they have
Yeah.
space, but it could be somebody who is dead or alive, somebody famous, somebody from your own life, anyone, but they're going to be in the van with you, and you can just talk to them. You can pick their brain. You could learn from them. Who would you
Ooh.
like to join you going van lifing or camping for a week?
Oh, wow.
Wow, such interesting question.
Yeah.
And I love that
Wow.
you're with philosophy, you might go an interesting direction. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, the first thing that came to my mind was I would like to go van lifing for a week with Jesus
Yeah.
because he, to me, is such an inspiring person, and not only person, but to me, he's also God. And
Hmm.
I think there's so much wisdom in him, and I think I want to learn much, much, much more about him than I can in this lifetime. But when within a week of camping with him, uh,
Yeah.
yeah, that
Yeah.
would be
That's
great. Getting to know
it's
him
a great
personally.
answer. Yes.
Yeah.
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 Wow, the the
Yeah.
the, the talks and the debates and the philosophy talks that you would have. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
or just the jokes maybe. Maybe
Yeah,
he's a
with the
very
jokes. Yeah.
funny guy. I don't know.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Uh,
Wow. Cool. Yeah.
mhm.
Um. For me, I'm really a bit blanking, so you can
Okay,
cut this out.
no problem. It's a tough question. It's a
Yeah,
tough
yeah,
question.
it's a
I
lot of
get
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Well, can people find you if they would like to follow your adventures, follow you online? What's the best place to get hold of you?
Well, there is a new video that's coming up
On YouTube.
on YouTube, so I would suggest everyone to watch that to see our latest views on van life and reflections.
It's our account is called Pebbles on the Road,
Yeah,
both on YouTube and on Instagram. And our Linktree website is also pebblesontheroad.com.
yeah,
Right.
So yeah,
That's where
that's
to
where you
find
can
you.
find.
Well, and
Yeah.
I
yeah.
said this at the beginning, maybe we weren't on air yet, but if anybody out there is like me and I don't watch a lot of YouTube, I just don't. Your videos are beautifully produced and they look like movies, and I would highly,
Thank you.
highly encourage anyone out there to go and look up, Pebbles on the Road on YouTube as well as Instagram.
Thank you
Oh,
so
thank
much.
you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Perfect. Well, thank you both, Luke, Shanti. This has been a pleasure. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today.
Okay.
You're welcome. I liked it.
Yes,
Thank you.
have a great day. Thank you
You
so
too.
much.
Thank you again to this week's guest, and I hope today's episode was as enjoyable for you as it was for me, and perhaps even inspired your next adventure. If you did enjoy the show, please be sure to subscribe, leave a review, or follow us wherever you get your podcasts. You can find more information at theoutdoorseyeducator.com or follow us on Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook. Until next time, thank you so much for listening to the Outdoorsy Educator podcast.